Today's episode is going to be fun. It is going to be a little bit of a scavenger hunt. We're going to do a mini audit on your website, and I am positive you're going to find at least three things that could be costing you clients. At least. These aren't the things that most designers typically look at. These are the sneaky little issues that I feel like slip through the cracks, but that can make a huge difference in whether someone actually clicks the button to contact you or clicks away. And you don't need any technical skills to fix these, you just need to know what to fix. Welcome to Website Design Made Simple, the podcast for busy small business owners who want a high-performing website that converts and sells their offers, even while they're sleeping. Because you deserve to have a strategic and beautiful website that truly represents your brand and positions you as the expert that you are. I'm your host, Jenny B., web designer and creative director at Jenny B Designs, where we believe that your website is the one thing that makes you sales and builds your brand at the same time. Ready to say goodbye to a website that you're embarrassed to share? And hello to a money-making, personality-packed powerhouse? Let's head into today's episode. So before we jump into what we're going to look at today, an introduction if we haven't already met. I am Jenny B and I own Jenny B Designs, and I'm just passionate about helping small business owners like you design or update, optimize their small business website so that their ideal clients can find them and can connect with them and they can make money from their websites. Let's start with the first item on the list. And you may be listening to me on the go. I know that a lot of you listen when you're in your car or doing your things. I know that's when I listen to all my podcast episodes. So there will be a download that I created with all of these points that I'm sharing about, that if you want to listen to the episode and then you can grab this download, it will refresh your memory as you're sitting at your desk looking at your computer if you want to take a check. But those who are sitting down or they're near a computer or you have your phone open, you want to open up your website, let's do this together. The first one, I want you to check that copyright date at the bottom of your website. Super easy in the footer. What year does it say? A lot of times we miss this. If it says anything other than 2026, you look outdated, and people, potential clients, come to your website and they wonder if you're still in business. Are you active? Is this website old? Do you still have clients? Things like that. It shows that you're out of touch when that date is not correct. Signals if you're active or not. If it's not 2026, take a second, 30 seconds probably, update it to 2026. And if you have to do this manually, then set a reminder for January 1st every single year to update that copyright code on the bottom of your website. I can't tell you how many times I've gone to websites and I see the year 2019 at the bottom, and I think to myself, what is going on? Do I want to work with this person? Are they still in business? And that person's probably has a thriving business, but they just haven't updated that copyright date. And those are the thoughts that go through my mind. Check number one. Number two, the mobile tap test. Pull up your website on your phone, and I want you to tap these four things. First one is I want you to tap your main menu button, that toggle. What happens? Are you getting the main menu items? This is something that happens on mobile occasionally, that when you tap it, it doesn't work. Either the settings have changed or it wasn't set up properly. But if no one can access your main menu, they can't get to your pages. The second one is if you have a phone number, can you click it and will it call on your phone? It needs to be programmed by using the code TEL : and then your telephone number. When you do that and someone clicks on the phone, it will automatically call that number. If you don't, it's just that added step where your clients have to look at the phone number. I'm always looking at the website, and then I got to get my phone app open, and I'm trying to remember all the numbers because I have mom brain. I can't remember them all at once, and it's just hard for people to contact you. Ensuring that your phone number has that URL connected to it. Then check your buttons on your homepage. When you click it, are they taking you to the right place? And then finally, that contact form. When you hit submit, does that submit button work? The reason why I want you to check all these buttons is because sometimes on mobile, buttons can be too small. They can be too close together. Maybe they overlap. Maybe they don't work on mobile. You want to have that button larger than your thumb, or at least the same size of your thumb. And the phone number needs to call, and the menu items need to appear when you are tapping. They need to appear appropriately. So as long as everything works and you can get that tap test on your mobile phone, you should be good to go. Check number 3 is the headline in your hero, clarity. I constantly talk about being clear over clever. When someone comes to your homepage, that headline, do they know what your business is without looking at it for more than 3 seconds? Is it clear what you do, who it's for? And if they can't answer this, you fail the test. It's really all there is to it. I have seen so many welcome to websites recently, and I'm not sure what the resurgent is from that, but your website should not say welcome to. It needs to be abundantly clear what you're doing, what your promise is to your clients. Vague headlines, they waste time. If you don't know what to write, the formula, what you do and who it's for, plus the outcome that you provide is always a good example. Mine, website design for small businesses who want a website that reflects their brand and makes them money. Obviously, that's not fine-tuned. It could be a little bit better, but that is just something really simple. Bookkeeping for creatives who hate spreadsheets. Very clear when you land there. So look at that hero section. Check number 4, the contact info test. Give this like 20 seconds without using your menu. Can you see how to contact you from the homepage? And there might be multiple ways to contact you. For me, it's getting people to my contact page. That's how most people contact me. If you have a phone number, okay, where is it? Is there an email address visible? Is there a physical location? Making people track down your contact information is bad for business. When people can see your contact information, that's a trust signal. And when they can't, people tend to be suspicious. And more importantly, when someone is ready to take action and to reach out to you, and it takes a really long time for someone to find that contact information, that's not a good sign. So 30 seconds or less, can someone get in touch with you easily? And I shared earlier, the footer, it's a great location for your email, for a contact button, for the location, because it's on every single page. Number 5, the call to action count. Look at your homepage, and hopefully if you're looking at your homepage from a zoomed out view, you'll have a button in at least every other section with a clear call to action color so you can see all these call to actions. And how many different actions are you taking people to? I want to encourage you to not have too many things for people to do. Decision paralysis. Yes, we want to encourage. Quick question. Are you frustrated with your website? Not sure why it isn't converting? I would love to help. That's why I offer my website coaching calls. In just 50 minutes, we'll uncover what's holding your site back and create a plan to fix it. Whether you need help with design, content, or strategy, I'll give you the clear steps to move forward. Click the link in the show notes to book your coaching call today, and let's make your website your best marketing tool. Now back to the episode. To take their journey in different ways through their website, but we do not want 10 different ways for someone to take action. We don't want to book a call, download our guide, sign up for a newsletter, shop, blog, Instagram, watch a video. Like all of those things get to be too many. A homepage should really have, I would say, 2 to 3 calls to action, 1 to 2 primary calls to action, but the page has to have a main goal. And pick your main goal. For me, I want people to get to that contact page to book a call. Maybe it's you're selling something. You want people to get to that shop page to make a purchase. Put that primary call to action everywhere. And then that secondary call to action, maybe to learn more, find out about your process and your services, whatever it is. Streamlining those calls to action is a really important piece of the puzzle. Number 6, the social proof proximity test. I shared about this a few weeks ago about where I've been putting my social proof recently. But look at your social proof on your homepage, your testimonials. Are they near decision points or are they buried at the bottom of the page down below? A lot of times designers, and I was probably guilty of this too before, just put them down at the bottom of the homepage and that's really where they stay. But social proof works best where people are deciding whether they should trust you or not. And these places are near your pricing, on your services page, potentially next to your contact form, and in or around your hero section. Where you don't want to put them is on a separate testimonials page. People aren't going to click through to visit that page. You also don't want to have them hidden in a slideshow that people scroll past. I know it is gorgeous to have a slideshow of all your amazing testimonials, but people don't sit through slideshows. I think it's better to have a few going across the screen versus a slideshow. And finally, don't put them at the bottom after everything else. You want to sprinkle them through and have those testimonials where the sections where people are actually taking action. Check number 8 is some broken links. Check those links. Check the links in your main navigation, your social media icons. Click the buttons on your homepage. Do they work? A lot of times links sometimes just die, or sometimes they get confused, or sometimes they go to pages that are no longer outdated pages, dead pages. And broken links can look unprofessional, and it makes it seem as though those potential clients can't trust you with their business. Look at your links. Make sure that they are not broken. Number 9, above the fold check. And this kind of goes to that hero messaging that I talked about earlier. But look at your homepage without scrolling at all. This is your above the fold. Is it clear what you do, who it's for, and how to take action, that call to action button? All 3 need to be visible without scrolling. And I just mentioned this, 2 points earlier, and point number 6 about the social proof proximity. Do you have some social proof in that above the fold? It could just be, for me, 13 plus years in business. Hundreds of websites designed, whatever it might be. Do you have a little bit of social proof above the fold? And finally, the last check is the favicon check. If you aren't familiar with the word favicon, it's just a really fancy word for that cute little picture in the top of your browser. In the little tab that you see when you have a million tabs open like I do, they each have an image on top. Do you have one? Is it your logo or your custom icon, or is it just the generic Chrome browser tab? It is another way that your brand can be visible. It's that small professional touch that a lot of websites skip. If you don't have one, then upload one. You can just use your logo, or maybe pick an icon that's branded in your colors. And by branded, I just mean that is colored to be the colors of your brand, and put it up in that favicon spot. It seems tiny and insignificant, but I believe that it is part of looking professional and complete. And when someone has those multiple tabs open, researching options like I do, that little branded icon helps people remember which tab was yours. It's just small things like that that show attention to detail. So those were my checks that you could do for this 10-minute audit. It really shouldn't take you too long. And what you can do is, if you find some of these things that you need to fix, prioritize the ones that take the least amount of time. That copyright date, that favicon, and any broken links. You can do that really easily. It might take you a little bit longer to work on that headline, that hero clarity, or that contact information visibility. But those can be something that you put secondary on your list. And then to put on the list of to be done, you can look at those calls to action, where you place a social proof. That can take some time in planning. And then, of course, that above the fold optimization. That above the fold, that hero section, that is one of the most important pieces of your website. It is very, very critical in order to retain your audience and for people to not click away. So I would put that on your to-do list as well, but that might take you a little bit more time to figure things out. And again, like I shared, if you're not looking at your computer right now, I have that download for you that my AI friend helped, that I shared my transcript of this episode. Well, I'm going to do that right now. Recorded this episode, I'm going to share the transcript, and AI will help me create a download for you so that you can have a list of everything that I talked about, and it'll make it easy for you to remember what we talked about when you're sitting in front of your website. And if you feel like you want a second set of eyes and specific recommendations for your business, I encourage you to book a website coaching call. The link is in the show notes, and we can chat for 50 minutes, and I will give you detailed and specific instructions on how you can make your website work better for you to attract more ideal clients and make you more money. So thank you so much for listening, and I will talk to you next time. And that wraps up another episode of Website Design Made Simple. I hope you found the insights shared in this episode valuable and takes you one step closer to creating a website that attracts more of your ideal clients and builds your brand. If you enjoyed this episode, please take a minute to leave a review on Apple Podcasts or a rating on Spotify. Your review will help us reach more small business owners like you who are ready to make more money with their website. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you in the next episode.